Well, April is Autism Awareness Month, focusing on understanding and inclusion of people with autism. And one business on Long Island is dedicated to that mission every day. Spectrum Designs makes custom apparel and promotional products, and more than 60% of their workforce is made up of people on the autism spectrum. We're joined now by Spectrum Design CEO Patrick Bardsley and Marketing and Development Specialist Kelly Fisher. We'd like to thank the both of you for being here. Kelly, I know you said you've got so many job titles at this place that I could go on and on and on with all the things you do. But Patrick, let me start with you. The company's been around since 2011. What made you decide to do this? And talk to me about the company, how it's growing and how successful it's been.
Yeah, the business really was born out of necessity. The unemployment rate for adults on the autism spectrum is unfortunately very high, around 80%. And so we started the business, my co-founders and I, to try and create jobs. And so that's really at the heartbeat of what we do. We started in 2011, as you said. We're now grown so much. We're in 3 states, 4 locations. We're opening a location in Hackensack, New Jersey in May, and we're almost at 100 employees, 70% of whom are on the autism spectrum.
So what was the genesis of it, though? What made you decide that, you know what, I see this as far as employment with people on the spectrum is where it is. I want to make that better. What was behind that idea?
It was a real moment that stuck with me, Chris, where I had a conversation with a parent about, and she shared with me that her one wish was to just live one day longer than her child on the autism spectrum so that she could be there to always take care of him. And that was enough for me to say, we need to start something here that's going to try and soothe some of those fears and those worries. And that's what we did. And we're super proud of it.
Kelly, can I talk to you about your relationship with this company and what it was like for you being on the spectrum, starting work here, and how it has gone for you over the past few years?
So it's been completely different. One time on a job interview, I was told I couldn't be hired because I didn't make eye contact, and that really stuck with me. But at Spectrum Designs, they focus on your ability and what you can do. And I started part-time, and now I'm full-time, and it completely changed everything for me.
Yeah, so what was that like when you found out that you had a place where you could go, where something like you said during the interview, where they said, you don't make eye contact, so we can't hire you here, but to be able to find a place like this, where there's more people like you there, and they're more willing to be accepting of people's differences?
It's a great company, and I love being able to be an advocate and speak for others with our social media and help get the autism awareness out for people that don't understand that autistic employees are great people that you should hire. Yeah,
so let me ask you about the employees. You said 60% of your employees are on the spectrum. What's that like for employers that are out there that would treat someone like Kelly, who during that interview said, you know, you don't do this, so we can't hire you? What would you tell people like that, now that you've experienced what having people on the spectrum is like as employees?
Yeah, I say all the time that Spectrum Designs is successful because of our neurodiverse workforce, not in spite of it. And so Kelly is literally a living, breathing example of that. We promoted her to her social media role about 2 years ago. Within a few months, she created a video that went viral, got 30 million views, took us to over 100,000 followers on Instagram. I mean, that's because of her talents, not because it was a pity hire, you know? And so we have countless stories like that, and employers need to look beyond some of the probably preconceived misconceptions that they might have and see that there are so many diamonds in the rough out there that, like Kelly, that can do so much if just given the right opportunity.
When you made that viral video, did you know you were onto something? Did you know you had a good one there?
I thought it was a great video, and
I didn't know.
He was like, I don't know if this video is that great, but I'll let you post it. And now it's his favorite video ever.
Oh, Patrick, you need to listen.
Now I don't question anything.
Now he just like, okay, go with it. And that's what's great about Spectrum, is they see the potential in people and let them shine. Yeah,
Kelly, what would you say to anybody who's watching right now, who's on the spectrum, a little nervous about getting out there in the workforce or going on a job interview, or just being accepted and served? What would you tell them?
I would say don't count yourself out. You just have to find the right environment that works for you. I had several jobs that didn't work for me, but then once I found Spectrum, I completely fit in. And you'll find the right place for you. Sometimes it just takes some time. Yeah.
Patrick, you and your other staff, I guess, creators of this business, you're running a business, so you obviously there's work that does need to be done. But at the same time, kind of along the lines of that story you told me about that mother, you know, wanting to live that day longer, how rewarding is it to see the business is doing well, and you're also obviously helping a group of people that really needed some help?
Yeah, that's what gets us out of bed every morning. It's so much more than a paycheck. It's relationships, it's friendships made, it's self-worth, independent structure, routine. But there's so many great stories like that. We've been running overtime shifts and things like that. We called a parent on a weekend to say, hey, we need your son to come in this weekend. Can he come and help with overtime? And she was like, I just want to tell you that no one's ever told me they needed my son for anything before, and he's 34 years old. And so you get moments like that, and I said, well, that's great, but we still need him to come in, you know?
Make sure he's on time.
Yeah, make sure he's on time. Yeah, that's very sweet. But we got orders to get out, right?
Yeah.
And that's what makes Spectrum, I think, pretty unique, is that we really are, it's a real business.
Yeah.
It just has a heartbeat of a social media.
Expectations and opportunity.
Exactly.
Right? Thank you both. Really good to see you both. This has been a lot of fun.
Thank
really
you
great
so
to
much
talk
for
to you.
having us.
Congratulations on that. I want to see another viral video.
Yes, hopefully.
Maybe make one after this.
Yeah,
Patrick and Kelly, we wish you the best, both continued success, and thanks for being here.